We are going to discuss about the district magistrate. So, district magistrate is a uh, it is known as a district collector or the deputy commissioner is a career civil service who serve as the executive head of district administration. The specific name depends state or union territory. Each of state post district responsibilities officer can assume all the role. The district magistrate primarily responsible maintaining the law and order. District collector focus on the land revenue administration, and deputy commissioner is in charge of overseeing development activity, coordination, and additionally they also serve as election officer, registrar, marriage officer, license officer, disaster responses. Specific duties are there like district magistrate come under the general supervision of divisional commissioner. So now there is a executive head of the district and Indian Administrative Services divisional commissioner where such a post exists. revenue commissioner कलेक्ट्रेट में होता है अपॉइंटमेंट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूटिंग द भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता लैंड रिफॉर्म लैंड रेवेन्यू एक्ट 1772 में ये आई थी. एडिशनल कलेक्टर्स होते हैं कुछ और इनकी जो सैलरी होती है दैट इज़ 56 से लेकर के 78 लाइक 1 लाख के अंदर अंदर. And allowances and facilities also available. So Warren Hastings introduced the office of district collector 1772 by the judicial plan in 1774. Office of collector cum district magistrate was temporarily renamed the Diwan and Amil. The term collector was brought back under the judicial plan of 1787. The name collector derived from holder being head of the revenue organization for the district with the Government of India Act. So it was in Government of India Act 1858. Sir George Campbell, Lieutenant Governor of Bengal, became in 1871 to 74 intended to render the heads of district no longer drudges of many departments and general controlling authority or all departments. The office of collector during British held the multiple responsibilities like registration, alteration, partition of the land and revenue matters, settlement, management of the estate and agriculture, famine relief. So the office are meant to achieve the peculiar purpose of collecting revenues. Superintendent of police, inspector general of jail, surgeon, divisional forest officer and the executive engineer, and had to inform the collector of every activities. So until the later part of the 19th century, no native was eligible to become DC. But with the introduction of open competitive examination, Indian civil service was opened. The Romesh Chandra Dutt, its name was Romesh Chandra Dutt, and Sripad Babaji Thakur, Anand Ram Baru, Krishna Govind Gupta, and Brajnath Dev were the first 5 Indian ICS officers. They are ICS officers to become the collector. So that was the Ramesh, Sripad, and Anantadaram, Krishna, and Brajendranath. District continued to be the unit of administration of Indian gained independence in 1947. The role of the district collector remained largely unchanged except the separation of most judicial powers. Later promulgation of National Extension Services and Community Development Program, Nehru government in 1952. District collector was entrusted additional responsibility Government of India. Now next is nomenclature. The nomenclature of the during the British Raj, all the functions and powers of the officer were largely uniform across, and the designation often reflected primary responsibility in the Bengal Presidency. The post was known the district magistrate, and whereas the Bombay Presidency, Central Province, it was referred as a district collector. And Madras के अंतर्गत it was commonly simply collector. United Province where the maintenance of law and order and This is the foremost duty. Design district magistrate came into use of continuous present Uttar Pradesh in several known regulations like Punjab, Burma, or simplified the system. Criminal procedure code also kept in the abeyance. So in this season, district magistrate also functioned the session judge, and office came into to be resigned to deputy commissioner. These uses are the such as administration by the chief commissioner, who combine the role of governor and high court by executive. After independence, different designation have been continued like deputy commissioner, that was कर्नाटका, असम, मेघालय यहाँ के रहे हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर भी रहे हैं, और देन मजिस्ट्रेट भी. अब पोस्टिंग होती है, so they are posted as a state government from the among the pool of Indian administrative services. State civil services officers like level 11, 12 and 13. This is the matrix. Union Public Service Commission इनको post देंगी. Then promote from the state or nominated from non-state civil service. So direct recruit the posted collector after the 5 to 6 year of service. Officers are also posted collector when they attain the at least the selection grade of 13 in their service. So magistrate is transferred to from post according to the state. Salary that was in the seventh पे कमीशन जो था इन्होंने गवर्न की थी, एंड दैट वाज ऑफिसर इन द सीनियर टाइम लेवल 11 रिसीव बेसिक सैलरी लाइक 2 लाख तक, ठीक है, 67,000 to 2 लाख. एंड जूनियर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ग्रेड के जो होते हैं लेवल 12 के, वो 78,000 से 2 लाख के आसपास ही ले रहे हैं, ठीक है. ये 200 है, वो 700 है. विद फर्दर सीनियोरिटी ऑफिसर रिच द सिलेक्शन ग्रेड लेवल 13, तो उनको सैलरी मिलती है 2,15,000. यहाँ 2,09,000 है, फिर 2,15,000 तक जाती है. एंड ऑफिसर आर एंटाइटल टू अलाउंसेस, डियरनेसेस, रेंट allowances, travel and significantly personal staff. District collector is provided a personal security including the armed guard to ensure the safety. District collector's magistrate has a personal staff including the personal assistants of clerk, peons and drivers. Functions क्या हैं? डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर होल्ड द डाइवर्स रेंज ऑफ द रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. लैंड एक्विजिशन, भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता, आर्म एक्ट, cinematography registration act, people registration act. They are entrusted the land revenue, maintaining law and order, managing district administration, implementing the policies and state and or central government schemes and projects. The responsibility was district may vary from state to state, and collector under the general supervision of divisional commissioner where such as post exist. So this is a divisional commissioner. अब इसके वर्क क्या हैं? यू कैन सी हेयर. डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट एक्ट एज ए प्राइमरी एग्जीक्यूटिव मजिस्ट्रेट. रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लाइक मेंटेनिंग लॉ एंड ऑर्डर एंड पीस. इशुएंस ऑफ द लाइक जुवेनाइल जस्टिस एक्ट विद द प्रोविजन ऑफ डिविजनल कमिश्नर्स. तो इसके ऑर्डर देना डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंतर्गत सेक्शन 163 है. रेस्ट्रिक्शन करना लाइक डिस्टर्बेंस ना हो उसके लिए. नेशनल सिक्योरिटी एक्ट NSA was district minister has the authority to order the prevention of detention in acting in manner of prejudicial. Now maintaining public order, so public order को maintain करना. सिक्योरिटी एक्ट को लागू करना. ग्रांटिंग रिन्यूइंग द आर्म एमुलेशन लाइसेंसेस and arm act according to this as a divisional commissioner, and granting license to cinemas as a divisional commissioner according to the cinematography act of 1952, and heads of the district disaster management in 2005. Enforcement various provision of telecommunication act 2023 and citizenship act 2007, and enforcement of the mine act that was 1952. Welfare of parents and supervision of jails and supervision of executive magistrate of the district and control the police. As a district collector, he works as a highest officer of the revenue department and revenue administration में highest authority responsible collecting land revenues and taxes and recover of taxes, responsible for the land acquisition and revenue recovery, land reforms, and ensure the accurate up to date records of the land rights, and supervise the treasury and enforce the stamp act and the custodian of the land, act as a protocol officer for the recover the government due to default residing the district. So as a protocol officer empower करना, responsible for the disaster management of the districts and relief rehabilitation. As a returning officer in the parliamentary constituency, as a essential commodity act enforcement करना, and guardian of the minor under guardian. Act. District Election Officer, Chairperson of the Transport Authority, Road, Tourism, Disaster and Development Council. Okay, this work. Separation from the judiciary. 741 Indian district are headed by the DM, and there is almost 741 districts. They are headed by the DM. Constitutional Development Post and 1947 had led to reduction in power, realignment of the role of district magistrate. So the first major change came into 1960 as the judiciary was separated from the executive, most of that Article 50 of the Constitution. Then the mean that DM and SDM could no longer try criminal cases or commit accuse of session courts. Their place was taken by the Chief Judicial Magistrate and Subdivisional Judicial Magistrate. District Magistrate was now the main executive magistrate, charged with taking preventive measures for maintaining the law and order. Indirectly, this led to the laws of direct control or the police, which now depended on the district judges and judicial magistrate. This change was institutionalized by the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. In the Union Territory and the Northeast state of collector continued to exercise the judicial power. The separate district judiciary was not created till 1978 and 2008. So, South Garo Hills district, the last remaining the district of the India with the district magistrate, finally got a separate district session court in 20. Restructure the need of restructure the role of district collectors for removing the colonial legacy, corruption, and promoting uniformity, developing power, local body, ensuring separation of power, mitigating concentration, addressing status quo, and advancing the grassroots democracy. There are also the instances where at lower level district magistrate has a pressurized victim of family members, especially belong to the marginalized community. So, what is the criticism? So, collector as a T.R. Raghunathan has criticized the continued centralizing role of the district collector, arguing that it is outdated and impede participate government and development. In an article published the print 2025, he stated Indian administration has perpetuated what he described the myth of the collector infallibility. Raghunandan highlighted administration burden of the collector, and dozen of committees are there. He may chair that. He also cited reforms in Karnataka. Collector were made subordinate elected Jilla Parishad chief, which did not result governance failure as some had feared. Overall, he argued that although the constitutional amendment have sought to strengthen the local government, but still there has been limited political will to reduce the collector authority or fully empower local government. So that was argued by him. Now, Kolkata, West Bengal does not have any conventional collector, but recently created post with the same name perform the function of collector, stamp revenue registration, and miscellaneous function. So, magisterial power are exercised by the police commissioner, one of the earliest posts, while the Kolkata Municipal Corporation take care of all the responsibility. So, I discussed today I discussed today about the district collector and its functions.